Hello everyone and welcome back to Nancy Drew The Haunting of Castle Malloy. I think we might be finishing the game today. So on that note, I need to give my prediction for who I think the culprit is. Honestly, I'm really leaning towards Kyler. I don't know, is that a stretch? Let's see if we can open that box. Happy 6th birthday to a darling daughter. Dear Fiona, you are the light of our life. Our deepest love to you always. Happy birthday, sweetheart. Was that the only thing in there? Okay.
Oh my gosh. Listen, I'm sorry. I shouldn't be in here.
This is
Your
Fiona.
home, isn't it? My name's Nancy Drew, and you're Fiona, right? Fiona Malloy? Fiona, listen. I didn't mean any harm. See, I'm looking for someone. A young man named Matt. I don't suppose you've seen him. Fiona?
Well, that was uncalled for. Gotta say, I didn't expect the banshee to be an actual old lady. I thought it was somebody disguised as a banshee.
Did that.
I realized it was Fiona, like, right as we turned around. Because I was thinking to myself, why would we open that box if there's nothing in there? And I was like, oh, they're gonna give us a cutscene or something. So I guess we're going this way.
No, don't touch that.
Oh, too late.
No!
Nuts. Well, now you're trapped over there and I'm trapped over here. No harm done.
I take it you're Matt. I'm Nancy Drew, the maid of honor.
Thrilled, I'm sure. You wouldn't happen to have a tunnel boring machine in your pocket, would you? Or food? Do you have any food on you? A biscuit or two? Some crisps? Cocoa Kringle? Anything?
Sorry.
Oh, the only thing that woman in the shabby dress ever gives me are carrots and potatoes and such. I've been wandering around down here for days. I want something full of sugar and nice, greasy fat. You know, real food.
So I was kind of right about Matt getting lost in the bog. Except he didn't die.
She feeds you?
Every once in a while the silo slides open and she'll be standing up there in the fresh air looking down at me. Then I get showered with vegetables, she goes away, and the silo slides shut. Whenever I talk to her, she kind of grunts as if she understands what I'm saying, yet she refuses to help me. It's like I'm her pet or something. And now there's two of us. Dibs on the potatoes.
Why did this door shut when I pulled that switch?
As best I can figure from the papers and drawings I've found, you're standing in the laboratory where the bloke who lived here during World War II did all his top secret research. He was working on new forms of propulsion to be used in flying machines, rockets, that sort of thing. Apparently, to keep unwanted visitors out, he planted devices which would allow him, at the push of a button, to seal off the lab. This gate and all the others will go up when our hostess decides to feed us. Opening those silo doors seems to reset everything. Opening those silo doors is also the only way out of here. Believe me, I know.
Kyler and Kit think you disappeared as a practical joke.
A reasonable assumption. Pulling the wool over people's eyes while pulling the rug out from under them is something I take great pleasure in. I don't know why, I just do. And actually they are, in a way, quite correct. In point of fact, I stumbled upon the entrance to a secret passage in the nursery, so I thought it would be jolly good fun to make some ghostly sorts of noise from inside it and give Kyler a fright. But all of a sudden this crow flew in through the window and came straight at my eyes. I fell backwards into the passage trying to get away from it, and the next thing I knew, I was falling through a hole in the floor. Fortunately, I only fell about 2 meters. So I got to my feet, and since it was dark and my glasses were knocked off when that crow attacked me, I started feeling my way along the wall, looking for a ladder or something so I could climb back up. But instead, my hand hit some sort of button. A siren went off, the door above me slid shut, and there I was. I yelled until I was hoarse, but no use. I was trapped. So I felt my way along the tunnel, looking for another way out, until I got to the lab you're standing in, at which point I blundered into the button you just pressed, siren goes off, door comes down, and suddenly I'm even more trapped. Not long after that, the doors at the top of the silo slid open, so I looked up, and by squinting really hard, I could see an old woman with long hair, wearing a long ratty dress, just standing there, looking down at me. I called to her, told her who I was and what had happened. I told her everything, called to her till I went hoarse again, but she just stood there. I even tossed my ring up to her, saying, "Go ahead, keep it, just get me the heck out of here." Nothing.
So, is Fiona the culprit then? Is that what we're doing here?
For a while, Kit was convinced you disappeared because you had decided you didn't want to marry Kyler after all.
I'm not surprised. The fact is, soon after we got here, he tried to tell me I was about to make a colossal mistake and that I should call off the wedding. Such wishful thinking on his part is exactly why I didn't ask him to be my best man. Oh, I made up some excuse about office politics and occupational expediency, but Kit was and is, and hopefully always will be, my best friend. But having him be my best man knowing he's still smitten with Kyler? I figured I'd pass.
Okay, it's good Matt knows about that at least.
Kyler's trying her best not to show it, but she's really worried about you.
That's the worst of it, knowing that my eagerness to play a silly prank on her is going to wind up ruining the wedding. She's going to be so disappointed, and humiliated, and appalled. She'll never forgive me. What an idiot I am. I love her so much, and I am so lucky a mongrel like me landing someone as smart and beautiful as her, and now, whether I ever get out of here or not, I'm going to lose her. What an unthinking, short-sighted, immature idiot.
I don't disagree with you.
Mr. Delaney, the caretaker, he thinks you were spirited away by fairies.
You know, I actually miss that superstitious, super ridiculous old fossil. Kit and I spent the better part of an evening rigging line in the garden so we could fool him into thinking a leprechaun was moving through the bushes. Only a branch snapped off and whacked Kit in the eye, and that was that. Except I must admit, seeing as I have no idea who or what that thing is that has us trapped down here, Mr. Delaney might not be all that wrong.
I'm pretty sure her name's Fiona. She's the daughter of Brendan Malloy, the guy who was doing all the research down here. Everyone thought she was killed along with her parents when this place exploded. But she wasn't, and she's been wandering around in the bog near the castle ever since.
So, if our wedding ever does take place, it looks like I'll end up with a crazy in-law after all.
Well, I'm gonna go find us a way out of here.
Great. Why don't I wait right here?
You do that. Okay, secret lab. Let's do it. Oh, periodic table, my old friend. Ah, okay, don't combine this stuff. Can I look at that? Oh, we're doing rocket launches now. Okay.
It looks like the only sure way of getting those silo doors to open is by launching the rocket.
Fun. Nancy, are you ready to do some rocket science? Oh, I'm not going to read all this out loud. Okay, I was just talking about the fuel. Only fin type 1 is successful, and this is probably clues for some sort of puzzle. Oh, we're getting into physics now. Okay. I did take a physics class in high school, so I know a little bit.
Did you know there was a button here that says, in case of lockdown, press to open?
What? You mean something that could open up a way to escape was right under my nose the whole time? That does it. If I get out of here, I'm having that eye surgery. My weak stomach will just have to get over it.
I'm going to leave this alone for now. Some drawings. Okay. Oh, there's lots of stuff over here. Now what fin shape did you say was the
It
right
looks
one?
like the only sure way of getting those silo doors to open is by launching the rocket.
Yeah, I got it the first time, Nancy. Really? I can't look at all this stuff? I guess it's just like beakers and test tubes.
I can't reach. It's too high.
Sorry, can't help you.
Oh, we have to build some stairs. Neat. Yay. Oh boy. We need fin type 1, correct? So sort of, is that trapezoid? Not quite. I shouldn't push any of these buttons. Not yet, at least. Oh man. This is going to be a ordeal. I was wondering if I maybe should have solved the final doll puzzle before I came down here, but I guess it's too late now. Alright, I think I need to write these down. Give me just a minute. Alright, I've written down all 4 categories of chemicals as well as their little symbol thingy. I forget what they're called. So I have that information now. Only fin type 1, got it. And I might want to write down these colors too. Alright, got that. Okay, I need to look at these notes again.
It looks like the only sure way of getting those silo doors to open is by launching the rocket.
Okay. Well, what am I supposed to do with this? Do I just put the correct things in the, Okay, so just so much as tapping ammonia with a metal claw will cause it to explode. I don't think that's true, but if you say so, game. I'm not even entirely sure what I'm doing here. I'm just kind of messing around. Because that's what I'm good at. But those chemicals were toxic to humans like 2 seconds ago when Nancy died from them. Well, this is a really finicky process. I think I want to get that key, don't I? I don't know why they're storing a key in the, chemical compartment, but... Okay. I think I understand now. Oh, this is going to take a very long time. Oh. Oh, thank goodness it saves my progress. I don't know what I would do if it didn't. Probably cry. Whew. Alright, I guess that's the safety key or whatever. That was actually pretty fun. I enjoy sort of chemistry-esque puzzles, even though that was more like mechanical puzzles? I don't know.
Feel like talking?
Just get us out of here, okay?
Alright, well let me see. Okay, this is what the colors are for. Got it. Good thing I wrote those down. So yellow and light gray. I'm hoping that these numbers are numbered correctly, because that makes sense if this is 4. But I'm not going to assume that just based on one chord, so let me trace another one. Red and purple. Okay, I think maybe the numbers are correct. I hope so. Also, this looks like a serious fire hazard. I'm wondering if maybe I was playing on Senior Detective, that they wouldn't have the numbers. That would make sense. Okay, orange is brown. Blue is black. And green is pink. No idea if that's correct. I need to go to the little U. Oh, that's not the right key. There we go. What were the instructions again? Okay, all the switches are off.
It looks like the only sure way of getting those silo doors to open is by launching the rocket.
Okay, we need to grab the correct, fin. No, not you. You. I mean, this all looks good so far. Again, I'm not a rocket scientist, and neither is Nancy, I don't think. Okay, let me just check the task list to see if I'm...
All done. Did that. Can't check that off yet. Did that. Check. Can't check that off yet.
Oh, did I not do the right fins?
Can't check that off yet. Did that.
Oh boy. This is a lot of stuff. It needs to be at 90.1 degrees. Very specific. How do I adjust things? Okay, first switch checks that the wires are connected. Second switch is arming it, and third switch is launching it. Oh, I need to put the key in, I think. Oh, 90.1, right.
Can't check that off yet. I haven't done that.
Maybe these aren't connected right. Let me follow the wires some more. I think I had those two mixed up. kept getting confused when I was following them, but I think... Now it's green. Okay. And that one's red. Is red okay? Oh, the fairy circle!
Nancy? What on earth is going on? Matt!
Kyla, we're trapped down here. Get a ladder or something.
Oh, Matt, I've been so worried about you. Where have you been? I missed you so much. I was afraid I'd never see you again. And I've got so much to tell you. No, I take that back. There's only one thing I want to tell you. I love you. Do you hear me? I love you.
By the time Kit came back with a ladder, Kyler had said I love you to Matt approximately 150 times. And Matt had said it to Kyler about 200 times. And they were still saying it to each other on the day of their wedding 4 days later. Even Kit remarked that Matt's little misadventure seemed to have been good for their relationship. Needless to say, this bummed Kit out. Until he met the very beautiful young Irish woman who catered the reception. Long story short, it looks like Kit will soon be returning to Ireland, and not just to sketch plans for potential housing developments. As for Mr. Delaney, he still can't accept the fact that the strange wail I kept hearing wasn't a banshee, but an old siren that Matt kept inadvertently setting off down in the tunnels. Nor is he clear on the fact that Fiona, whose jetpack was also a source of weird noises, was responsible for many of the strange phenomena he'd always attributed to fairies. But he understood immediately that Fiona was someone in need of compassion and helped the police take her into custody without incident. Apparently, after the explosion killed her parents, Fiona was taken in and raised by an old hermit who lived alone in the bog hut, which did not exactly do wonders for the little girl's mental or emotional development. But she's getting lots of attention now, and she's so bright, after all, her father was a rocket scientist, that her prognosis is actually pretty good. Me, I'm on my way back to the States, via jet plane, not jet pack. My pack and Fiona's were quickly confiscated by military types bent on adapting them for use on the battlefield. Unfortunately for them, Brendan's intricate fuel system has them completely and hopelessly stumped, which has no doubt made Fiona's crow and all its feathered friends very happy. They finally have the skies above Castle Malloy all to themselves.
I'm happy for them. Yay, I barely got any of the awards.
When my best friend Bess Marvin wins a vacation for 3 at a resort on a private island in the Bahamas, she naturally invites me and her cousin George Payne to go with her. But by the time I arrive, the owners of the resort are nowhere to be found, and Bess has been kidnapped. To get her back, George and I must find a long-lost treasure, a quest that brings us face to face with many of the island's strange inhabitants, and forces us to risk our lives, both on and in the sea. Help us find the treasure before this sun-drenched paradise turns deadly. In my next adventure, Ransom of the 7 Ships.
I'm excited for that one just because it sounds like we'll finally get to see Bess and George. I want to know what they look like. I want to know if they match the image I have in my head. Also, I'm really enjoying the mental image of an elderly lady flying around in a jetpack. That is... I love that. So I guess there wasn't really a culprit. I mean, you could say Fiona, kind of, because she didn't really help Matt get out, but she didn't purposefully trap him down there. And it's clear that she wasn't exactly in a healthy mental state. So I guess this is a happy ending all around for everyone. Yay. I don't know, that final... That last bit of puzzle was a little bit underwhelming. Like, I don't like saying negative things, but... It didn't really feel like a climax to me. It just kind of happened. I did enjoy a lot of this game, though. A lot of the puzzles were really fun. I think my favorite character was probably Mr. Delaney. I don't know. Crotchety old man who believes in fairies is fun for me. I don't really have a lot to say, though. Oh, bloopers, I guess.
Take one. Speed. Action!
Oops.
Take three. Speed. Action!
My depth perception stinks. Let me try it again.
Oh, come on, guys. Let me open the box. I gotta know what's in there. Please let me open it. Please. Please, 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 please.
Surprise!
Alright then. That's not the voice I expected Fiona to have. But I guess we'll be back next time with Ransom of the Seven Ships, which should be pretty fun. Another island adventure. Islands are a very nice setting. And we gotta save Bess! Yes, we must save her. I like Bess and George. I'm happy that they're probably going to be visible, which is something I've been wanting for a very long time now. But anyway, thanks for watching, hope you have a great day, and I'll see you next time. Bye!